To Your Health, where we talk to local health leaders to help you feel better, live better, and be better.
Hi, and welcome to Your Health. We are getting the kids ready to go back to school with new shoes, backpacks, supplies, but we also want to keep them healthy. So today we have a pediatrician from ThedaCare, Dr. Kevin Hayes, here to tell us about immunizations that our kids might need. So Dr. Hayes, thanks so much for joining us. Let's talk about some of those immunizations, why it's so important to get our kids immunized.
Well, thanks for having me. It's very important to get kids immunized. The diseases that we're trying to prevent are preventable with the vaccines, and getting those vaccines will reduce the amount of disease and death more than anything else that we can do in healthcare. And that's been shown over the last several decades to be true.
And in recent years, what have healthcare providers seen in regards to immunizations?
Well, unfortunately, during the pandemic, when things shut down, a lot of people weren't getting all the health care they needed. Vaccines were a big part of that. A lot of kids weren't coming in for their checkups. And so statistically, UNICEF actually saw that 48 million kids across the world didn't get any vaccines between 2019 and 2021. So we need to get those kids caught back up. Obviously, not all of those were in the US or in Wisconsin, but there were plenty locally as well. So we want you to come back in and get those vaccines caught back up again. So far, we are seeing an uptick, and we want to keep it that way.
Excellent. So let's get those checkups and get caught back up on those immunizations. Now, tell us, what recommendations do you have for immunizations?
Well, my recommendation is to do the vaccines the way the CDC has laid it out. There can be some discussion about that, but for the most part, the state of Wisconsin has told us what we need to do to get into school. There are a few other vaccines included in that as well. And I'd like to see kids get all those vaccines so that we don't revert back and have some of those vaccine preventable illness coming back and hurting people and, worse sometimes.
Exactly. We want to keep the kids healthy, right? They're going to be around a lot of people when they're in school. So, maybe they did miss some of those checkups. So let's get our checkups scheduled. Let's get back in, get caught up on immunizations, keep the kids healthy as we're getting them ready to go back to school. Dr. Hayes, I really appreciate your time and your knowledge to share with all of us. And I want to say thank you to you for watching To Your Health.
The preceding was a paid advertisement.